What up, my peeps? This is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and bringing you a deck review of one of my fave decks, and this is the Cosmic Tarot, and I know a lot of people own this tarot because it's so awesome. It is a tarot from the 80s, and it's by Norbert Loscha. I believe it's pronounced Loscha, and it's published by AGM Urania. And so, just your average card box, but I appreciate when the card boxes are given a little bit of lamination just so it can stand up to being tossed around in purses and beatings and things like that, and all sorts of torture that we put our boxes through so that they can protect our cards with lovingness. Okay, so just a little bit about the Cosmic Tarot on the back. And there's side of the box and the front of the box. Okay, so let's go ahead and look inside. And notice when you open up the little flap, there's stars here. Okay. So first I'm going to take a look at this. Okay, so these are the just two informational cards that come with the deck. So you have a guarantee from defection and things like that, and a little bit about your artist and things like that. So there you go. And your average little white booklet, but I always want to take a peek, just in case. So, I'm sorry, my mistake. I said 80s deck. This is 1998, like I was totally in high school at this time. Okay, so it does have, kind of an introduction about tarot and things like that. No, I was right. Here it says 1988, so probably reprinting was 1998. Okay, so it just kind of tells you about the structure, a little bit about each card. So yeah, it is, your average little white booklet. Here it had some spreads in the back. And there you go. Okay, let's get to the cards. Yay! Okay, so let's put this back in here. Normally I like to do these reviews during the daytime, and technically the sun would still be out, but it's been so rainy and nasty today that the sun hasn't really had a chance to shine. And even though, if there weren't these clouds right now, there'd be tons of sun pouring in, but that is not the case. Okay. So let's take a look at the back of the card. Some people do not like this border, so I've seen a lot of people actually trim this deck. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about trimming my decks. I mean, they look beautiful when people trim their decks. I don't know. I just don't think that I could do a factory job or that I can make it look perfect. And I don't know, for me, it would just look too homemadey, I think, if I did it. When other people do it, it's gorgeous, but I don't know. I don't trust myself to, do that to my decks, edging them and all that stuff. I'm just afraid I would damage them. Okay, so these cards, not really good for reversals, but you do what you want. People read reversals anyway. So let's just take a look at the imagery. Yeah, a lot to look at on the backings of these cards. Okay, so let's take a look at the actual deck. And as we're going through these pictures, let me know in the comments below if you think that a lot of these people look like movie stars. Maybe that was the intention, but I get a lot of movie stars out of this deck. Okay, so to me, I mean, obviously Humphrey Bogart, Casablanca, hello. And this she reminds me of, gosh, her name escapes me right now, but I see her face in my brain. She's a star from the 1940s, late 30s, early 40s. But yeah, so I see a lot of stars in here, and I don't know, that kind of helps me make connections. And for some people, they're like, it's too 80s of a deck. But yeah, that doesn't bother me. I'm kind of a child of the 80s. And so maybe I wasn't, a fan of the hair or the clothing, but I definitely don't mind the art. She looks like she could have been on Dynasty. I mean, you know. Sean Connery. Totally Sean Connery. I'm just saying. I'm just like, you know, throwing it out there. This looks like John Travolta. Totally John Travolta. You know, even though this person has a beard, kind of reminds me of Clark Gable. You know, look at the eyes, look at the eyebrows. Like, I think it's Clark Gable. This looks like Helen Hunt to me. I don't know. So he looks like he could have been in Lost Boys. You know, I'm rambling on at these that kind of look like movie stars, but there's a lot more going on in these images. Like, you know, take a look at the wheel. It has the zodiac, you know, all sorts of stuff. You know, you got some Hebrew down here. Got some West Side Story there. You know, just look at all the images. So beautiful. I love the eye up here. To me, that guy just looks creepy. I don't know. Maybe I could do some shadow work about what's my beef with the Hierophant. Such beautiful imagery. I dig it. I dig it so much. You know, I do a rotation with all my decks so that they get equal love, and it looks like this might be one that needs to go on the nightstand again, so I could put it back into the rotation. That is a great representation of the Eight of Wands. I love that. Beautiful world. It's a beautiful world. That is like the 80s, like Grim Reaper. Like, I don't know. Just something about him. For some reason he kind of looks like Tommy Chong. I'm just saying. Yeah, definitely leave your comments below if you have this deck or you have any insight about this deck. You know, what have you gotten out of this deck? What do you use it for? I do use it for, you know, client readings, so it is a working deck, as well as for myself. I just love it so much. Okay, so you know, the cardstock, I don't know, it's not too thin, not too thick for me. I think it's a good shuffling type cardstock. I'm not really up on my cardstock numbers or weights, but I would say it's just under 300 if I was a betting man. Oh my goodness, they keep flying out all over the place. I forget that I have to be a little more careful when I shuffle this deck. They always want to just fly out at me. I'm like, hold on, you guys. You can't all talk at once. Let me know if anybody else has this problem. Some decks are just like, oh, wow, wow, cards everywhere. Okay. So there you have it. That is the Cosmic Tarot by Norbert Losche. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe. Click on any of the links down below for either purchasing this deck, if you want a reading with me, or you want to check out some of my social media. I am up for all of that, and I will catch you guys another time. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out!